What is going on, you guys? You know where we're at, the place we always start before the next trip. This time we're going to France. This is going to be the biggest trip that took the most planning. And this time I'm going with a childhood friend, my guy Brandon. We've been playing piano for as long as I can remember, since we were little kids, and we both love Chopin and the Romantic era. So this is like us nerding out. We're gonna see like Chopin's grave, all of our favorite composers' graves, and it's gonna be dope. You know, you have the Louvre. I have a couple day trips that I'm not gonna tell you guys about right now, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. I've never used a train before, so hopefully we don't get lost. And I don't know any French, so you see the scarf? You should see the fit. Y'all see it later. I have like my little boots on. I'm trying to be as French as possible. You feel me? So. All right, you guys, for the vlog, my boy Brandon, we finally out. This is for the vlog. Headed to France, 11 hours. We got a middle seat. Thanks to him. Thanks to him. First time on an international flight. Come on. There are 3 sections in this goddamn plane. What in the world is this, y'all? Look at all the leg room. How you feeling, Brandon? We here?
Tired.
I know, me too. Good. Finally made it. Look at that. Don't mind the breathing. I just died. But this is Paris. This is crazy, y'all. Look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. I just died getting up the freaking subway. I have a gut feeling these rooms are gonna be extremely little. Okay. Perfect. Where's the light? Okay. Look at the room, you guys. Brother. Look at the room. This is crazy. Look at the shower. There's no light in there. That's fine. This is all I can show you guys. Just walking around. On the road to the Eiffel Tower. I was too tired to record the last one, so we're gonna see how we get there. These are the stairs of doom. So we just got off this one. Brent. Now we gotta head to line 9. How about that, y'all? This is the Point Alexander Bridge. Look at the gold. This shit's dope. Cheers. down the Point Alexander the Third. What you thinking? What we got here?
Good duck confit. It's a salad and potatoes, and we got a Beaujolais wine.
Fire. Instead of the metro, we're gonna use the bus to get home after dinner. First time using the bus. Should take us right to our hostel. Good day today. It's good night from Brandon. He is cooked. I'm cooked as well. He's like, no vlog today. It's time to go to sleep. That's why he's rushing. We made it. Bonjour. Day 2. Today's gonna be a special day for me. I'm wearing all black as a lament of my favorite composer, Chopin. I will be seeing his grave. I'll be seeing where his funeral was held, where they played his famous funeral march. And this day is gonna be special. Stay tuned for breakfast. I am going to try a famous pastry. I'll just leave it at that. And yeah, I can't wait. This day is gonna be the chillest day out of the whole trip. Just cemeteries, a trip down Chopin Lane. The main reason why I wanted to come here in the first place. So stay tuned, y'all. Walking to get some breakfast. This one's a surprise. I don't want to show y'all where we're going. It's a secret, but it's a famous Paris restaurant. All right, guys. We are here. Let me put you on lawn. Hello. It's time. Well, the cookie was fire. Now it's time to go to Chopin's grave. It's time, y'all. It's time. Yeah. Chopin. If you haven't noticed, the Safeway. I said the goddamn Safeway. I meant the Subway. Reset. So we kind of went on the wrong one. So we got off at Pigalle. Now we have to go to M2 to get to the next spot, to get to Chopin's grave. Most people think cemeteries are only about death, but Père Lachaise Cemetery feels more like a museum of human history. Over 1 million people are buried here. As you walk through it, you pass some of the most influential artists and thinkers to ever live. Jim Morrison, Oscar Wilde, Edith Piaf. Painters, revolutionaries, composers, writers. It almost feels impossible that so much human talent can exist in one place. And hidden among all of it is the grave of Frédéric Chopin. Chopin died in Paris in 1849 at only 39 years old, most likely from tuberculosis. Before he died, Chopin asked his sister for his heart to be returned to Poland. So his sister preserved it in a jar of cognac and secretly carried it across Russian-controlled borders back to Warsaw. So today, Chopin's body rests here in Paris, but his heart is literally in Poland. And honestly, the separation feels exactly like his music sounds. Okay, I'm sorry you guys. At this point, it's just the metro vlog because we're going back to the metro to go to Chopin's funeral church. Finally off the metro. I think that's it. I think that's where Chopin had his funeral. Right here. Look at this place. God damn. La Madeleine almost doesn't look like a church at first. It looks more like an ancient Roman temple sitting in the middle of Paris. But inside these walls were some of the most famous funerals in French history. Frédéric Chopin, Edith Piaf, Coco Chanel. I know you guys know that designer brand y'all be wearing. Anyways, Chopin's funeral here in 1849 was massive. Thousands of people filled the church as Mozart's Requiem echoed through the building walls. The funeral march was played as well. And standing here now, you can still feel that history lingering in the walls.
Chopin stayed at before he died. Have a little plaque up there for him, so I bet it's one of those. Pretty dope. We are on the hunt for Debussy.
Such a great moment in music when the theme comes back. Noting bass. Emmanuel Fremiette. Interesting. Is her father.
What's up, y'all? Such a long day. I am so exhausted, but I need to eat dinner. The only thing I ate today were the croissant for breakfast. I'm not even too hungry, but I think me and my boy Brandon are going to get Italian right across the street from the hostel. But I am going to come back here after that, clean up a little bit, get ready for tomorrow, and go to sleep early. I'm so exhausted. Day 2 has been super fun. Day 3, we have the Palace of Versailles all day. Stay tuned. What's going on, chat? What should I get? Should I get the linguine frutte de mar with the mole, palodos, gambas, and calamaras? That sounds a little Spanish, I know. Petita cite? That means small.
The what?
Oh, that means don't share, I think. What does this mean out here again? Don't share?
No, that's this one is to share or not.
Oh, okay. I was wrong, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. You got Man, you know where we're going. Freaking Subway. Get the fit though. Bella ciao. We are here. Look at this. The first thing that hits you about the Palace of Versailles is the scale of it all. Everything feels designed to overwhelm you. The gold, the endless hallways, the massive windows, the symmetry. What started as a small hunting lodge eventually became the center of political power in France under King Louis XVI, also known as the Sun King. He moved the royal court here in 1600s and transformed Versailles into a symbol of absolute monarchy. Nobles were expected to live here around him, constantly under his watch, which helped him control the French aristocracy. And honestly, the palace almost feels less like a home and more like a statement, a message to the world that France was the center of power, culture, and wealth. Inside, you have places like the Hall of Mirrors, where sunlight pours through enormous windows and reflects endlessly across hundreds of mirrors and chandeliers. This is also where the Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919, officially ending World War I. But somehow, the gardens might even be more impressive. The gardens of Versailles were designed with almost obsessive precision. Every tree, fountain, pathway, and head was intentionally placed to create perfect balance and symmetry. Nothing feels random, and that was the point. Nature itself was supposed to look controlled, ordered, disciplined by human power. When you stand here, it almost feels impossible to comprehend that all of this was built centuries ago without modern technology. And at the same time, it's hard not to think about the contrast between this unimaginable luxury and the suffering happening across France before the French Revolution. Because only a few generations later, the monarchy that built all of this would collapse. And yet, Versailles still stands, like a reminder of how far power, beauty, ambition, and excess can go when a nation places a king at the center of everything.
What's up, you guys? Keep the fit. See if I can show y'all the fit. I don't even know what day it is right now. I think it's day 4. But I'm at the point where I'm extremely exhausted. My boy Brandon is exhausted too. We're so tired. But we have the Louvre today, Mona Lisa. I'm not bringing my camera to this because there's going to be so many people. But, you know, this is the most famous art museum in the entire world. So this is going to be interesting. And yeah, I'm excited for it. We got to go back to the subway. Have to leave soon. But yeah, we might end this day a little early like yesterday because we are both exhausted. The line to the Louvre. This is the bottom of the triangle. This is the lobby of the Louvre, y'all. We're trying to find that Mona Lisa. Uh-oh, y'all. You know what time it is. We're gonna see all these paintings later, you guys. We're headed straight to the Mona. Straight to the Mona.
The crazy thing about the Louvre is that most people already know one thing inside of it before they ever step foot in Paris, the Mona Lisa. People fly across the world just to stand in front of that one painting for a few seconds. And honestly, the first thing that surprises people most is how small it actually is. You spend all this time hearing about the most famous painting in the world, and then suddenly you're standing in front of it behind glass surrounded by crowds and security. Part of what makes it so famous is the mystery around it. Her expression feels almost impossible to fully read, depending on the angle or the moment. It almost looks like she's changing emotions while you stare at her. And after it was stolen from the Louvre in 1911 and missing for 2 years, the mystery around it only grew even bigger. But what's crazy is that the Mona Lisa is only one small piece of this entire place. The Louvre itself wasn't originally built to be a museum at all. Centuries ago, this was a royal palace where French kings once lived before the monarchy eventually moved to Versailles. Now it's the most visited museum on earth. Millions of people come here every year to see some of the most important works of human history ever created. And walking through it almost feels overwhelming. Ancient Egyptian artifacts, Greek sculptures like the Venus de Milo, massive paintings like the Liberty leading the people, the enormous Corinth of Napoleon stretching across entire walls, entire civilizations preserved inside one building. And honestly, that's what makes the Louvre feel so special. It's not just art, it's thousands of years of humanity trying to leave something behind that outlives us. Let's get McDonald's in France, y'all. What is this? Oh, they got the new. They got the big tasties. No quarter pounder. They got the raclette. Yo, what is going on? This is the large in France, y'all. We gotta take note. Arc de Triomphe. I heard Washington's gonna have a Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah.
Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, DC?
Yeah.
I did hear something about that.
They're making it right now.
That'd be kind of crazy.
I know.
I would not support that.
No, he said a couple weeks ago they're making it. I know it's a little late, you guys, but we are getting ready. This is like spur of the moment thing. I did not have this planned in my original itinerary, but we are going to take that, an hour boat ride on the Seine. Yeah, this will be the last thing we do today. Get ready for the beaches of Normandy tomorrow. It's a 14-hour all-day tour, the most expensive tour that we have planned. Heard it's extremely moving, so yeah, we'll be here. Damn, we made it. Going on the boat. Going on the boat. Gotta go on top. What? Fuck.
It is also available on your smartphone. For that, you just need to scan the QR code that you will find throughout the boat. Toilets are available on the lower deck and will close 15 minutes before the end of the cruise.
Oh man, let's hear it. Yeah? What's the best shirt? What's your favorite shirt? What's your favorite shirt?
Tell me, my favorite all.
All of them? My brother from another mother right here. Okay, got the little nice little something. Got me in my shirt. How to get the little souvenir. Look at the boy. Look at the boy, Brandon, man. He's single, ladies. Look at the souvenir. Yeah. So we missed our Normandy tour today, which means we have a complete free day. So we have to figure out what we're gonna do. We were too tired, overslept. So we're gonna get some food and figure it out. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Come on now. Come on now. Notre Dame Cathedral. Look online, it's free. So everyone is in line.
Standing in front of Notre Dame almost feels unreal. This cathedral has stood in the heart of Paris for over 850 years. Construction started in the 1100s, and for centuries, Notre Dame became one of the most important symbols of France. Coronations, national events, revolutions, wars. So much history passed through these walls. And then in 2019, the world watched it burn. A massive fire tore through the cathedral's roof while people stood outside crying, praying, and singing as smoke filled the Paris sky. The iconic spire eventually collapsed in front of millions of people watching it live around the world, but somehow Notre Dame survived.
What's up, y'all? Final full day today. We have the piano room. I finally rented a piano room. And we also have Giverny to see that boy, Claude Monet, one of my favorite painters of all time, see his famous water lilies that he actually painted and see his grave. It's about an hour train ride out of Paris. And stay tuned. Yeah.
My boy Brandon overslept, which is okay because I overslept a couple days ago. So he's gonna meet me at the piano room. But you know me. I'm using the metro by myself for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, Brandon was the one to kind of let me know where to go, so I did it. Piano room is right over here. And we about to get litty. You know I had to play piano in Paris at least once. After seeing that boy Chopin's grave, come on. I gotta play. Okay, that's Beethoven. Let me stop. I'm about to hit you with the da 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 da. that prelude he played in Mallorca. Yeah. I saw Chopin's grave. I saw Debussy's grave. You know, for my last day, I had to rent out a piano room. You know, I had to rent out a piano room in Paris. Come on. You think I couldn't, like, not play piano? Come on. Train ride to Giverny. We're out. Oh, what a mill. Let me put you guys on. You see these weeping willows? Because it looks like they're weeping. Look at the leaves. Claude Monet is famous for his weeping willow paintings.
The first thing you notice about Claude Monet's garden is how unreal it feels. The flowers overflowing across the pathways, the reflections moving through the water, the willow trees hanging over the ponds, and the famous little green Japanese bridge that appears in so many of Claude Monet's paintings. And the crazy part is, this wasn't just a garden to Monet. It was his inspiration, almost like a living painting he could walk through every day. Monet was one of the founders of Impressionism, an art movement focused less on perfect realism and more on light, color, and atmosphere. He spent years designing this garden himself, and even redirected water from a nearby river to build a pond for his famous water lilies paintings. Then you step inside of his house, and honestly, it feels just as artistic as the garden outside. Bright, colorful rooms, walls covered with Japanese prints, and his famous yellow kitchen that somehow feels warm and alive even today. What makes this place so special is realizing Monet didn't just paint beauty, he built his entire life around it.
Ah, he just proposed. You can't see it. I missed it. I missed it. He proposed. He proposed. Super dope. He just proposed to her.
Merci, thank you. What?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Find Monet's grave. It's time. Claude Monet. You guys, I leave at 11. It's almost 1 in the morning. When I was going upstairs, I met like 2 people from New York, two guys from New York, a girl from Canada, and a girl from the UK, I believe, and another guy from somewhere. And we were talking for hours and hours. Super dope people. Super dope. I'm really happy I met them because I felt like I didn't meet too many people at all this trip. So that was really cool. But I need to finish packing. I need to take a shower and sleep. I cannot miss my flight. I've been oversleeping a lot this trip, but this is the time I cannot do that. So, yeah, y'all. Long trip. Good trip, but like just long. I feel like I could have shortened it like a day or two. The last like 2 days, I was really tired. So, see you guys tomorrow. I feel like I end every trip like this. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. 11-hour flight back, direct flight. I left at 11 a.m. So I think it's about 9 or 10 o'clock at night right now. And then in Paris, right? And then I land here and it's 2 p.m. So I'm cooked. Cooked. Have hella homework to catch up on. But I'm happy you guys joining me on this trip. Really nice trip. My next trip is Maine in June. Stay tuned, y'all. Appreciate it.